right, welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. I am Jason Green. It's Wednesday. We'll be joined by Wednesday 13 later. And first, I'd like to introduce you to my new co-host, who is currently sleeping on a shelf. But she's not as vocal right now, but occasionally she is. She also has, or she or he, as the case may be, she has no name. So if you would like to contribute to the cat's name, she'll be here all show. All right, we got a lot to talk about. Toys for Tots. I've been shopping. Talk about that and more right after this. Just wanna waste some time with you. Sometimes it seems too good to be true. Nobody out there to waste time with that. All right, it's Wednesday. I've got a busy night. I can't stay here too long because I'm going to go see the new black metal sensation, Mariah Carey, tonight. It's her Christmas show at the Park MGM. And, I've wanted to see all the Christmas legends. There's not many left. People who sang your favorite Christmas songs are long deceased. I don't think Irving Berlin is going to have a residence anytime soon. So I saw Johnny Mathis a couple of years back, and actually 3 years back, I said, I want to see Johnny Mathis, and we had a Piercy date. We couldn't do it. And then this next year, he added another one. I go, well, I'm going to go because the guy's like 90, and we saw him, and he was great, and he retired shortly after. Engelbert Humperdinck Holiday Show, I got to see that. And so I'm a fan. I'm a sucker for a good Christmas show, and Mariah Carey is the queen of Christmas. And while it may seem terrible now, wait till you see it. At the end of the day, 20 years from now, 10 years from now, 30 years from now, you're going to go, that song's never going to go away. It's the biggest Christmas song of all time, arguably now. And you go, oh, I saw her. You tell your great grandchildren. So I don't know. I had to do it. Tickets, I kept waiting. I finally got a deal that I thought was pretty fair. I need to get Mariah's balls for my tree. Oh, I saw Barry Manilow's Christmas too, and I do have his balls on my tree. And by the way, if you guys don't have my balls on your tree, I don't know what you're waiting for, because the shipping deadline is coming up. And if you order, I'll be happy to sign my blue ball for you. And there's other merch on there too. Links in the description. Like I said, Wednesday will be here in just a little bit. Let's see what you guys are yapping about, and then we'll get into the show. Hey ho, let's go. Hello. Sean W13, so nice to see you. And Nightbat 1321. And okay. I'm trying my best. When you open this to a wide forum, it's too tricky. Brian Kirk got Jason's blue ball today. Thanks for getting that out. Quick shipping department. Yeah, and that ball had to travel a long way. So I'm glad you got it. I also see people getting Christmas cards. I don't know if you sign up for Patreon right now, if you can still get one, but yes. Yes. Abu is here. Abu is new to the show, his friend and cousin of Rajiv. And Rajiv, he made the profile photo of Rajiv, and it's very nice to meet. Well, thank you very much, Abu and Rajiv. Just got back from Disney, ready to waste some time. I'm always ready to go back to Disney, hopefully soon. Zombie Dolly, nice to see you. Gigi and Green-Eyed Girls, so many old friends, and that noise is going to drive me up the freaking wall. Washing machines. You probably can't hear that. Connie is here. Rock and Robin is here. Traveler of Thailand. I wanted to say I got a Christmas present from you today, and for those of you who are thinking about what to get me for Christmas, I don't know, but I will accept it. Travel Thailand sent me a gift package. This box was loaded with fun. There was magazines and a little random Ramones things, but I picked out the things. You know, I've said on this show for the longest time I wanted this Rat record store day record. Uh, uh, Dangerous but worth the risk, and what you give is what you get on the side A, side B, closer to my heart. Look at that, how cool! And I really wanted one, and I just kept forgetting to get to the store, and I finally got it. And thank you. I like to try to keep up on collectibles for bands that I am around. And then also, that was so nice to send me this book, Love to Love You, Brady's. And this is the bizarre story of the Brady Bunch Variety Hour. And here's what's funny about this. My friend represents Jan. I think they represent each other. But anyway, she's fake Jan, Jerry Reichel. And the book is signed, but it's signed to Steve. So maybe it was a secondhand thing. But regardless, I don't care. Call me Steve today if you like. But I'm happy to have this book because it's such an interesting story about how the Brady Bunch became variety show characters. And everyone was back except for Jan, which is where we led to the legend of fake Jan. Jerry's going to come on the show. She's dealing with some personal health issues, but she will be maybe in January, we're saying. And then I think that would be a cool interview. I think maybe get Sid Croft back on because he produced that. Tot it up indeed. So let's talk about totting it up. Your money came in, donations, and then YouTube got their greedy little paws on it. It was about $5,000. I always round up, and we began shopping. Here's the thing: we're not even done shopping. That's the crazy part. There was three of us. Wednesday's here. We'll bring him in 2 seconds, but there was, bring him in now. He could talk about tots with us. He loves tots. How are you, Wednesday?
What's up? What's up?
Nice to see you.
Thank you. I'm running a little late. I had to get my hair dyed. I have freshly dyed
Nice.
roots, bloody roots.
Mm-hmm. So Wednesday, I went to the store yesterday to start the shopping process, and me, Michelle, my friend Jay, we had. Well, you're in the spirit back there. You got a Yule log burning.
Yeah, I wanted some fire to match this blue lighting in here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't go wrong with fire.
Hellfire.
Not,
Yeah.
it's you'll be sorry, Pee Wee Herman.
um, so we went shopping, and it's crazy out there doing all the shopping. But the nice thing is that people are, I thought we're going to get in somebody's line and they're going to be mad, but they were actually very happy. First of all, we don't bother them. There's a lot of obnoxious people at Christmas. We just let them ring it up, and they did their thing. The guy was wearing some headphones, but everyone was very nice and saying you did a good thing, and people were very happy. The toy drive, and the Marines were great as well. They don't get enough.
Did they try to recruit you?
I think they looked at my hair and my weight and my age and my sex, and they decided I wasn't. I wasn't Marine material.
Always trying to recruit me. I'm like, no, dude, I'm too good. I'm too good. One-man army.
Well, you're from North Carolina, which they really like that.
Mm-hmm.
They look. The Marines are huge in North Carolina.
You know what? I thought I was going to be Rambo till I found glam rock. Changed my life.
It happens, but they were very nice, and it's a great organization, great charity, very organized. And so anyway, we did that. We'll go back probably tomorrow and do another round. But it was fun. It was fun to look at toys. Now that we're older, we're playing with the same toys that we played with in the 70s and 80s. So to see what's out there now was interesting. And we did our best to make sure that older kids didn't get overlooked, because that's what happens. Everyone buys stuff for the younger kids, dolls and sort of baby things. And so we made sure to buy basketballs and footballs and soccer balls for kids who want to, do some stuff. Is
that what adult kids play with? I wouldn't even know. But I was pretty jealous because the figures you got, that's two I'm looking for.
You want me to go back to the Marines and see if I can trade them? Something
Yeah,
else?
you know what? We could switch out. I got a couple extra toys in my closet here. I'll just switch them on out. Those tots won't know.
No, I mean, Todd's one though.
What a
Uh,
tot don't know won't hurt a tot. Ain't you ever heard that old saying?
it's an old,
It's
famous
an
saying.
old
Yeah.
Irish phrase, I believe. An old tot is never to be heard of a tot.
The words of wisdom. Wednesday, have you seen my cat?
I've seen photos of your cat. Is it coming around?
She-
Is it acting friendly now?
She's sitting right there. It looks like she's taking a bath.
No.
Yeah, she's
Has
she's definitely got.
Has she let you pet her yet?
No, we're getting closer though. Like I could sneak attack her right now, but I don't want to do that. But we're
All right,
getting
well, you're
we're
halfway
making progress.
there.
We're making progress. It could have been worse.
I've
Uh,
my raccoon pack has split up. The mom has split up from the baby, so now it's just two of the babies come back every night to eat, and there's another raccoon that's coming by to eat. Two skunks. I've got about five squirrels now in my backyard, and today I had a crow invasion.
mm,
It was like National Geographic back there today.
it's a lot of. Who knew the Burbank was so uh, um,
Hmm.
wild?
Yeah.
Saying hello
The
to those Marines.
squirrels, I feed the squirrels nuts, and then the birds see the nuts, and they're like, "Oh, let me fly down there and see what I can steal." So it was like a full on like survival down there, fighting for the nuts. It was nut fest.
Yeah,
It's
let me
nutty.
get. They
It
want to
was
get their
nutty.
hands on some of those nuts. Jenny, nice to see you. And I'm glad you watched all 24 hours. I thought it might be boring to people after, but I'm glad you liked it. Ryder B is in the chat. Nice to see you, Ryder.
What up, Ryder?
Mistress Macabre is having a nice Cajun dinner and sharing it with her cat. It's very nice. We're trying to decide what to do. You know, Vegas can be a big pain in the ass. The media will tell you that Vegas is dead and no one's coming here. It couldn't be further from the truth. It's a zoo, especially right now around the holidays. Luckily, it's a Wednesday. Last time I was trying to cross the strip, there was the Jonas Brothers playing the MGM Grand Arena, which is crazy. I didn't know they were back and big enough to play an arena. Then the other side of the street at the T-Mobile Arena was the Golden Knights, which is hockey. And then next to and then Mariah Carey was doing her Christmas show. This is all in one small corner, and it was crazy. Now today's Wednesday. We're trying to decide: do we ride share or do we try to park? It's always a difficult thing. And then what do we eat? And so it's gonna be a night on the strip, which when you live in Las Vegas is a very rare thing. Let's see. I'm hoping that Mariah Carey will play some of the old stuff, the early metal stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like Too Fast for Love or Still the Night.
Yeah, I think it could happen. And a secondhand find. You saw I got the Brady Bunch book, and the Traveler of Thailand was nice enough to send it to me. But it was a secondhand find, so it was already signed by Fake Jan, but it was signed to Steve. Now I don't care. I know Fake Jan. I'm going to read it, and then she's going to be on the show in Fake January. So
All right.
all right. And then I mentioned before coming on the show very soon is Ruby Sue from Christmas Vacation. Nobody is going to watch that interview, but because of the algorithm, there's probably tons of people who wonder what happened to Cousin Eddie's daughter, Ruby Sue. You know, she fell in a well.
I
Her
want to know if
eyeball.
her eyes are straight.
She got kicked by a mule, right? You want to
Number
know?
one, I want to know if they're straight or not. I want to tune in just because of that.
So hopefully other people will do that with you. All right, let's see what we're trying to get through some people's comments. Richard says, my wife and I dropped off $100 worth of toys yesterday for Toys for Tot, which is great. It's the good thing. It's an easy thing to do even on your own. You just go and do it. Play-Doh. Yeah, we got a lot of Play-Doh. We got Play-Doh factories.
Play-Doh is awesome.
Hmm. I feel like I might want to play with some Play-Doh again. Maybe I should get a factory for myself.
I think we should have a Play-Doh episode, and the audience tells us something to sculpt, and we sculpt it on the show, and we see who and maybe see who has the best sculpt, see who wins with the audience decision, and the sculpt could go to charity to stop hunger in other countries.
It sounds like you're onto something, and
Uh,
I would enjoy that. The smell of Play-Doh is really half the battle.
I love it.
Hmm.
I used to sometimes roll Play-Doh on my neck just so it would have that smell, because I know other people. Back when I was lady searching, I would go out to a bar and I would take a can of green Play-Doh, rub it around my neck,
Like a
like
cologne.
like a cologne. Ladies would be like, "You smell good," and I go, "I know."
Hmm. Does the green smell better than the other fragrances?
I mean,
Colors?
I like greens, blues when I pick out my colors, my candies, my perfumes, my fragrances. Um, I prefer these color for tropical color. I like it.
Yeah, I get you. I didn't see Stretch Armstrong's. Someone requested we get a Slinkies, so we did. I don't know how much fun they are, but we did it.
Slinkies, you never had a Slinky?
No, I mean I had it, but is it fun? Would kids today want it?
Yes, of
Well,
course.
again,
Kids always want to play with a giant spring. You can do something with it. You can just even tighten a knot or throw it at somebody. It's at least fun.
well, we got them. Uh,
Didn't I get a giant Slinky at Sean's party?
that sounds familiar.
Does that sound familiar? I got one in the closet somewhere.
My
Or did
mouse
or did I give a
is
Slinky
dead.
away at Sean's party?
I
It
can't
was one
highlight
of the
any.
two. One of the two.
I feel like you got a Slinky. Now I can't. I can read comments, but I can't highlight them right now. So we'll figure that out. Russell says the Niagara Falls tour diary was awesome. You guys did a lot of sightseeing activities. What was your favorite? Well, for me, it was seeing the spot in Superman 2 where the kid falls into the falls and takes about 20 minutes of falling before Clark Kent can go and change his clothes and come back. And those Superman movies had a lot of non-realistic moments.
I thought it was pretty real to me. It seemed real to me at the time.
Well, I think it probably did to me too. That tour diary is available for members. For everyone else, it comes out Friday. And then after that is Paso Robles. We stayed at a haunted hotel, and you'll find out which member of the band I decided to put in the haunted room and which one of us, me, stayed furthest away. And, it's tricky editing these videos because there's been some lineup changes. And now Piercy DiMartini is sort of the thing. And so it's tricky because last year we went back and forth. I mean, I don't want to waste any content. So trying to put out as much as I can. Have you guys ever met Andy Dick? Sounds like he's in rough shape. I have met Andy Dick many times. Wednesday, have you met Andy Dick?
I saw him fall out of a bar in front of me one day walking down Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally fall out of a bar onto the street. Like I stepped over him.
Yeah, it's pretty common. Ron Jeremy, I used to hang out at the Rainbow, and this is before whatever.
Seen him there quite a bit.
And
Almost every time I was there, I saw him.
Yeah, and so we ran into him. The Rainbow would close at 2:00 in the morning, and the lights would come on. They play Somewhere Over the Rainbow. If you've been there late, you know. But they try to take away your drinks. You can't have drinks. You don't want to lose your liquor license. So Andy Dick would take glasses of alcohol and then hide them in his jacket so that he could still drink right in front of the fireplace, much like you are. And then he's in one of the tour diaries with Steven and Bloss. He liked Bloss a lot. I think he might have wanted to spend more time with him. And it looked like he was trying to sober up. But so the story is he was out with two of his friends who are documenting him, like a film crew or something. And he got away from his two friends who were supposed to watch him. And he said he ran into a gentleman in the street who was going through a hard time. They were the same age and he had children. He was very depressed, and that he was inhaling a substance that might have been on aluminum foil. And Andy Dick said, "Hey, you mind if I have some of that?" And he said, he said something along the lines of, I never turn down a little crack every now and then, or something like that. I would have thought it was H, not crack, but hey, look, Andy Dick is an expert. I've never done either.
Me neither.
You know, which is a good thing. So
True that.
yeah, we're always taking credit for shit you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to smoke crack. Anyway, he
I know
passed
people
out.
that have though.
Oh, me too. He
A
passed
lot of
out,
people.
OD'd right away. Must have been some strong stuff. And his friends did get to him in time, and they got him a Narcan shot.
Oh wow.
Narcan, yeah, and it saved his life. So today he was doing like a little thing for TMZ with his two friends, and hey, look, this guy is sad. You know, I mean,
I didn't see anything about it.
you avoiding the crack news?
I did not see the news today. I've been sleeping in and just trying to avoid, politics like that.
Yeah. All right, let's. I don't think I can even read the screen anymore. Hold on.
Man, that flame behind me is a blazing.
Oh yeah.
It's a blue flame. Blue flame.
Jason and Wednesday, you guys should play a horror game. All right. Well, let me know what horror game you suggest, and we'll play it. Crows are cool. I agree. I'm a fan of crows.
Yeah, I need to find some separate feed for the crow. The crows come in the morning. I could have a whole backyard of crows if I want, but I don't know that I want that. I mean, do I
Yeah.
want that? I mean, you would think with my description, my job duty, I'd want a bunch of crows. I don't know that I want that, but I
Well,
kind of do want that. What
they
else am I
could take
going to
over.
do?
They could take over.
They could try.
Mm-hmm.
I hope some people watch the movie I recommended, Bulletproof, with Gary Busey on the last show, because I watched it again. It's excellent.
You know what you call a big group of crows, right?
A murder.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be fitting to have that in your backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Brown was nice enough to super chat. I can only see the amount. I can't see the question. I might have to go to my phone to read these, unless Wednesdays you can read it.
Well, I currently have a pair of reconstructed
Specs.
glasses. What am I reading?
Sean Brown was nice enough to super chat, but I don't know.
Oh, I can read it. He says, "Hello, Jason and Wednesday. I was reading today about how the film industry is in a panic over the potential purchase of Warner Brothers by Netflix. Insiders warn the purchase will devastate movie theaters. Do you agree, or is this an overreaction?" Sean.
It's a good question. I know that people do have a fear. The movie theater industry is in a panic over it. They are worried that it would hurt them. The big problem is it's a monopoly, or it sure seems like a monopoly, and not the game. If Netflix acquires Warner Brothers, then all of those titles will only be on Netflix, because Warner Brothers owns so many massive products, Superman, Batman, whatever. You're limiting a fair game. But now Paramount came around and said, not so fast. We want that library, and is trying to make it a hostile takeover by offering bigger shares to their shareholders to try to take it over. It's an interesting thing. I think at the end of the day, I don't think it will hurt the movie theaters, because I think movie theaters are hurting as it is. They just can't put the movies out right away. That was the big problem, that movie comes out and a day later it's on TV, people won't go see it. So that's the fear. So hopefully that doesn't change too much. The movie industry has had to figure out now that people like to see old movies in the theaters. That's where Fathom events and these flashback Fridays have sort of taken off. You want to go see a movie that you know is going to be good and that you've never had the experience of seeing in the theater. I remember seeing movies like The Godfather in the theater and thinking this is the way it was intended to be seen. When the guy made the movie in this long format, he wanted you to see it like this in a theater with other people, and it's a sort of a lost experience.
Same way Gremlins too. Whenever the tape stops, they're like,
Mhm.
"Hey, they want it was intended for you to be in a theater to make you think the film broke." And then Hulk
I think
Hogan
I fell
stands
for it.
up,
I
and
think I
Hulk
fell for it.
Hogan, yeah, I did. I was like, "I want my money back," and then Hulk Hogan don't wants his money back all of a sudden.
That's a very good example.
It's
Um,
probably the best example.
yeah, and then popcorn buckets and these things are also merchandise are also getting some interest in going back to the movies. Probably need better movies as well.
Yeah, most deaf. I'm hearing this movie, Begonia, with I don't know her name. She reminds me of my daughter, Emma. Is it Emma Stone? Emma, red hair.
Emma Stone, I think, is the redhead.
Yes. I'm hearing this movie's weird and crazy and cool. I've heard
Okay, well,
two close friends say it's movie of the year. And I'm like, this year's already over with. So if it's at the very end of the year and it's the best movie of the year, that's got to be a good movie.
mm, well, I'll have to look.
Maybe. Yeah, it's good. I never heard of it, but you have you seen the previews of it? She's like I'm not sure if she's an alien, but she has no hair. She's GI Jane in it.
Yeah, that's a public term. Are there people in the chat who were being obnoxious or jerks or obnoxious? Yeah, sometimes people get a little overzealous, and
You know, we got time for zealousy up in this place.
then I got to get the long arm of the law. But I'm trying my
I
best.
like that expression.
It doesn't get used often
I
enough. How
use
are
it in
you?
one of my little short skits I did during COVID for that show I did.
Mhm.
That's what one of the cops yelled when he held a machine gun. He's gonna get the long arm of the law. It's a slow motion Uzi machine gun, over exaggerated part.
How are you enjoying being home?
You asking me?
Yeah. No, I'm asking some random person in the
Oh,
chat.
I thought you were maybe reading a question. Someone was
Oh
asking
no,
you.
I'm asking you. You're home from tour.
I'm still kind of jet lagged. I still like today. I didn't want to do anything. I was going to go to the gym and be active, but I didn't. Um, I'm all right. I don't know. It's weird. It really is. It really is bizarre coming home from tour and having people point you in directions. You gotta do this, do this. You're needed here. You got to do this, and this, and then you come home, and then it's just like silence. It's like the comment. Like my phone stops ringing. All I'm getting is emails and bills. Oh, you owe this, or this is what you made, or this is what you made. Now you owe exactly everything you made, or uh,
Mhm.
you know, a lot of unfun stuff. So yeah, and it's weird. Like I don't communicate with a lot of people. I communicate, I guess, online with my social media, but even that's got kind of boring to me a little bit. It's just been a long year. This year, I started off promoting the record, and I went for it, and then I've got a tour coming up in like 4 weeks. Um, so yeah, it's been a year. I don't know if I answered your question.
I think you just summed it up. It's been a year.
It's
I
been
uh,
a
I
year.
I enjoy being
One.
home, but I still can't. I still can't get used to just being home. I want to enjoy just watching TV whenever I want and doing what. but I'm still nervous that somebody's going to call and I'm going to have to get to work, or there's going to be a lobby call. I just haven't adjusted to just being home, which I've done most of my life. I've always been a pretty independent person, and so anyway, I'm still trying to get used to it. And by the time I'm used to it, it'll be time to go on tour again, and
Yeah.
there'll be
And
that.
I'm trying to plan out next year. There's a couple of tours that I'm waiting to hear about being a part of that will be amazing. Uh, and so I'm kind of like waiting to hear about this tour to see if I get it before I can make plans. And then so I just got to fill in because right now my tour dates, I have what's coming up in January, February. Then I've got 2 dates in August in the UK. And that's pretty much what I have right now. I know what I want to do, but I'm kind of waiting to hear from other people first before I can make plans. And it's just kind of frustrating because I want quick results. I want answers now. But I realize I'm the small fry in the pan. So I just have to wait
When
and
you
see
go
what
to
happens.
the fast food place, and I don't know, I know you don't usually order it for yourself, but would you call it an order of fries or fry? Like, would you say, "Can I get a fry," or would you say fries?
Fries. I never say fry.
Me too. It drives me insane.
Who
People
who
do
who
that.
says this?
Well, one of them's not too far away from me right now, uh, but
That's just a learned habit.
I have other friends who do it too. I'll get a hamburger, whatever. I'll take one Big Mac and a large fry. It's not a fry. If you say large fry, you should only get one fry, a big one. But I mean,
I
it,
have a group of friends. Whenever they see a group of mooses, they say meese, and I'm like, that's not meeses. They're moose.
meese are more appropriate for mice. A gaggle of mice could be meese, but a moose could never
Oh,
be a meese. A moose would
yeah,
have
it's
to be a
always
moose.
like, yo, check out. There's a whole gaggle of meeses, and this one
Hmm.
guy goes, I hate those meeses to pieces. One funny guy.
Everybody's out of their mind. I'm trying to read these comments. In Australia, they say chips. Yeah, that's fine, but you don't say chip. You don't say, "Can I have a chip?" You say chips. That's like the show with Ponch and John. Have you been
Did you?
following? Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I was totally off subject. I was looking through YouTube and I got recommended. I've been seeing some clips of Twisted Sister from the Come Out and Play tour, which
Yes.
weren't really available a whole lot, and I'm seeing more of that
No.
footage now, and it's just interesting to see the production and the whole stage setup they had, and it's it's interesting. Did you ever see that, or did you see that tour, or hear about
I
that
did
tour?
not. I know the footage came out today, recently unearthed, and I know that I have interviewed the guys in Twisted Sister, and they've told me that there really is no footage of their most elaborate stage show. It's crazy to think that there could be, no memory of it all, but somebody found some footage.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to
he comes out
watching.
of the manhole, just
Yep,
like the album cover.
pretty cool.
Um, yeah, it's very cool. It looks like a New York City building behind him. It's all spray painted and like
Hmm.
it's very cool. He's in all white. That's shocking.
It was the
Filed
white look, yeah.
filed his teeth and what a
None more
man. He
white.
was he was going for it then. He was like F you. He filed his front teeth like fangs. Not his fang teeth, his front teeth.
Hmm.
That
Yeah,
takes courage. I'm gonna do a little slow clap for D Snyder. That's that right there. That's shock rock, baby.
hmm. Have you been following the Kiss drama?
Yes, Gene has apologized to the universe for being a prick, and
His
it won't be the.
apology is written in poor English, by the way.
I didn't read that too much. I just heard he apologized, and it won't be the last time he says something stupid like that.
He's
It's just
Eddie
just
Trunk.
wait for Peter or Paul or whoever else before him. He'll say something stupid about them, and he'll have to apologize again.
Yeah, he's pretty
It's
stupid.
unfortunate because he should go down in history as one of the most badass dudes ever, but he just keeps fucking dropping turds in his drink every 5 seconds. Bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
When you get old, it's hard to be cool. I mean, there are people who pull it off every day, but Gene Simmons isn't one of them. And so he went to testify against Congress to get money for radio play. He wants to make sure artists are played on the radio. First of all, no one listens to the radio. There's your first problem.
No,
Um,
they
and
don't.
it's just a silly argument, especially new artists that he always claims that he's helping. Um, it seemed like he just wanted his moment. But here's the thing: why wear sunglasses? When you're doing something like that, it looked a little embarrassing. His hair is embarrassing. It's obviously not real, potentially not real. And then the sunglasses, and I don't know. I just think he's trying to stay relevant, and I think it's finally a little sad. Paul looks like he wants nothing to do with any of these people, and then you see him on the red carpet answering questions, and he just looks at each person like they're a piece of shit. Like each question is just like, oh, anything but you. And then there's a lot of people who don't like that Kiss went and got these fake awards from the president. I don't have a problem with that. Look, whether you like the president or not, if the president invites you to come get a fake award, you go get the fake award and you
People are
smile.
going to do it no matter what. 95% of the people that would say they wouldn't if they got the chance, they would.
I think so too. And
They
at the
would.
end of the day, it doesn't mean you endorse him or don't endorse him. It has nothing to do with it. It means you got this honor, fake honor, and he gave it to you. No one talks about George Strait talking shit about his band or Gloria Gaynor. It's only Kiss. Kiss is always into some kind of problem.
Did you see that Stallone is using a cane now? This
It's
is not
terrible.
good. This is not
No.
good. I'm looking at I'm trying to find a Stallone figure I could put a cane with. Oh,
And that's
heavens.
sad.
It is sad. He's finally. I mean, that's a lot of. He's a big dude. He's got a lot of muscle up there, holding that up on those little legs. He's a
But he
little
looks
dude.
like
He's not like what people think. He's like 5'6".
he's not that tall. He looks like an old lady now, unfortunately, and that's what happens. Maury just got my blue balls in Canada. Glad to hear it. Lisa said kids love Slinkies, but we did get it. And Kennedy Center honors used to mean something, but not so much anymore. The whole thing was ridiculous. Wednesday, did you watch Tulsa King?
I watched the first season. I liked it a lot. I thought he was funny in it. I thought he had some great one-liners. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think I tried to watch the second season and it didn't do anything. I stopped watching it. But I would watch it again. I followed it. I thought it was a cool story.
I skipped it, but I mean, I considered it. And there's someone saying that maybe he's wearing a wig too, a grayish wig.
I don't know if he's wearing a wig, but he's definitely had some hairline adjustments. But that's what happens in Hollywood. I mean, all these, there's a lot of older women in Hollywood that do the same thing, and it works for some people, and for some people it don't.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of old women doing this now. Kiss being the main ones.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell a lot of Paul's had work done, right?
No question. Yeah, no question. And
nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, as people get work done now, it's
yeah. But anyway, we know that Gene is an asshole and he can't help himself. I never wanted to believe it. There was a time when the demon didn't really speak. It was much cooler. He would
way
just say,
cooler.
"Oh yeah, well, all right." You know what I
That's
mean?
why
Like,
he's wearing sunglasses, because he doesn't want to get any work done to his eyes.
well, he's had facelifts. I mean, he's had them on the TV show. So,
Right.
but I have rarely seen a facelift that looked all that good. How's my remote coming? Or my wife, well, let's bring it back and try it. It's hard for me to. The people want to talk, and I'm a person of the people. Who the hell knew that you have to charge a mouse?
Those Mises.
There we go. but yeah, it's a bummer. But I mean, like you can still love the music, and that's all that matters. Uh, this hold on, Daddy Goff says greetings and salutations from Transylvania.
What's up, Daddy Goth?
Gene Simmons said something similar about the passing of Scott Weiland related to bad decision with drugs. It's a little more complicated, but either way, Gene appears to have Helen. Yeah, listen.
He said the same thing about Prince too. I remember I was drunk on Twitter years ago, and I was like, "You should shut up," and then he blocked me off Twitter.
Wow. That, yeah,
Yeah,
it's a pretty big honor. Um,
yeah, yeah.
you know,
Instantly, I was blocked.
you never want to see anyone get addicted. But let's just say that his kid, who's 7'8", hangs out with Andy Dick, and they have aluminum foil,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he becomes addicted to it because he decides that this is what he wants. And then what a shitty person Gene Simmons would be, because he's now trashed people who have addiction issues, and it's not it's what a terrible thing to blame somebody for.
Gene needs a drink. That's what he needs.
He needs a drink. If
He
there's
needs a drink.
anybody
He
who
needs
needs,
one night of partying and him to shut up, and then he'll go, "Oh, that's why everybody did it, because it's cool."
my favorite Paul Stanley quote, I'll paraphrase, I say it all the time. He said the greatest business move Gene ever made was convincing people that he's actually good at business. And that just sums it up. He's a loudmouth, and it's a shame. And he definitely thinks he's cooler. You know, sometimes there's people who are fat or unattractive, and then they make a life insulting other people and calling them fat and unattractive and stupid. And then it makes you wonder, like, well, wait a second. If you looked in the mirror, you're a Big Mac away from a stroke. Why would you be insulting anybody else? You get what I'm saying.
Oh, I get what you're saying. You
You
know what? To change the subject to something way cooler.
yeah.
Did we ever talk about this? I'm not really a Christmas guy, but I found what my favorite Christmas thing is, and I watched a little thing about it the other day. Were you a fan of Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas?
I don't know it that well. I saw they made toys for it. They have action figures for it. Emmett Otter's Jug.
Really?
It's made by the same people who make the Halloween toys.
All right. Somebody bring those to me on tour, please,
Plastic
because
meatballs.
I will forget about them.
Tell me about. Tell
I
me about
love
it.
it. I love it. It's awesome. I remember watching it with my mom, like one really like early memory. I guess it's older than I thought. I thought it would be like 19, because I remember watching it on HBO. So I thought it would be like 81, 82, something like that. But apparently it's from 77, and it's Jim Henson,
Right.
and it was one of the hardest puppeteering things he had to do, because they film all of it like in a little lake. So like the puppeteering, they had puppeteers actually holding their breath under the water to do the boat scene and stuff in it, which if you know the beginning of that, they're like in a little boat singing. And Paul Williams
The great
wrote
Williams.
wrote all the music for it. And I think he may do the voice of one of the people, but he did all the music for it. And it's him recovering from alcoholism. And it was kind of like his little redemption thing. And he considers that to be some of the best music he ever wrote.
You know,
Uh,
his daddy used to pay people to run chorus across state lines.
I know, little Enos.
And Biggie.
But I just found all that interesting. And
I got to look it up. I know there's a
yeah, they were
Christmas.
talking about all the different puppets, and if there's a rock band in it called the River Bottom Nightmare Band, and they were talking about those puppets. I don't know. It was just interesting. I never heard any facts at all about that, and but I love that. This is a cool little thing. If you've never seen it, you should watch it.
Yeah.
It's what the older folks would say, cute. It's cute. Cute as a button.
Well,
Somebody would say.
I'm a Christmas fan. I'm a fan of all things Christmas, and I didn't think in this generation I would be seeing uh, uh, something new, something classic and new, because I've seen Mr. Magoo's Christmas and Mickey's A Christmas Carol, and every episode, Wednesday before the Christmas season, well, before Christmas Day arrives, we should talk about some of the great Christmas sitcoms. We can prepare for that. But
Oh
there's,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
some
There
good
was
ones.
some great Christmas episodes. I'm thinking of them now.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah,
we should save it for a special where we talk about, but George Jefferson at the Help Club, and Silver Spoons, where the kids live the
and
homeless
the
kid
kids
lives in the rocks
and the caves in the sleep
in a
set
cave.
cave,
No, we'll
or
do it. We'll have to
growing
do
pains, where they let the homeless person sleep in there and they stole all their shit.
we'll have to do a Christmas special because
Oh, those were
they
the
were some good
best.
ones.
And Roseanne probably had 10 or more that were even like more depressing or worse.
Hmm.
Dan died, I think, on.
Yeah, no, but it was such a part of our lives, watching these. Um,
Lots of fans of Jug Band Christmas. It
I'm
it
seeing it.
really is. It really is good. The music's awesome in it, but knowing that Paul Williams did it, I had no idea. I had no idea. I mean, I literally knew him as Little Enos,
Hmm.
but all the stuff that he's did, and like Phantom of the Paradise, and just all kinds of stuff. That guy, he did a lot of stuff for a little dude.
And and he wrote some amazing songs.
He-
Yeah.
yeah, he said that his song on Emmett Otter is one of his best songs he thinks he ever wrote.
He was on a great episode of The Odd Couple as well, with Jack Klugman and Tony Randall. I think he's
He
also in
was
the
on an
Muppet.
episode of I want to say What's Happening Now that I was watching recently, and he was horrible, horrible in it. It was a horrible episode anyway.
Old Fashioned Love Song. That's his biggest song. He wrote it for Three Dogs Night, but that is a big one for him.
Just an old fashioned love song. He wrote that.
Yeah, he
That's a
wrote
good
"You
one.
and Me Against the World," not the
Not Lizzie Borden's.
not like you. I knew that there was no way you would let me not
No,
get that one. Yeah,
that's Me Against the World. That's his. But
Lizzie Borden, by the way, is an interesting thing. I saw him back in the day a bunch of times, and he was a kind of chubby guy with a big curly blonde hair. Now he kind of looks like Wednesday 13.
yeah, I've seen him. I People ask me all the time. I'm a fan. I honestly have really no kind of opinion of him. I watched him on the Metal Years, and it didn't hit me
Hmm.
because you know it just looked kind of goofy. His band kind of come off goofy, and I
Hmm.
was sick of Born to Be Wild because I think I was in a band that that they made me play that song too, and I just go. But I know he's done cool shows and he does a lot of cool theatrics. He's got a really cool mask that he wears that's pretty fucked up. It's like three faces. It's really
That's
weird.
what I've
But
heard. I've never. I
um,
I went to see him when he was the character, and it was really cheap looking, and he had a hood, and he had axes, and it was ridiculous. But it was actually kind of fun. This is way after. Maybe I saw in the early 2000s, but I see him around Vegas all the time. He's a completely different person now.
yeah, I've heard he's a nice guy. He seems like his
I hear.
show's cool. He plays festivals and stuff in Europe the way I do, and like he's still got a gaggle of people that consider him the fucking man. Like, they get like some slots in weird countries and like they're like a big deal.
Wednesday, can you answer five go-to movies off the top of your head? I am so bad at doing things.
Five go to movies. Well, I will start with The Jerk.
It's a good one to go to.
That's perfect. Uh, I've been watching a lot of Naked Gun, Police Squad this week, so I'd recommend the Naked Gun. So there's another one, or Airplane.
Those are good
Uh,
go-tos if you're going to go.
if you're looking for a good action movie, you can't go wrong with Commando or
Hmm.
First Blood. Uh, and when it comes to horror, I mean, you could take The Shining, you could take uh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween 1. There's those are all of my go-to. But my go-to TV show that I watch uh, when I have my computer on the road is the Eastbound and Down show with Kenny Powers. It instantly makes me happy, no matter how many times I've watched it. It's 4 seasons. I have them all on my computer, so I can always watch them, and it literally has got me through some stuff. I just love it, and the character's based out of North Carolina, where I'm from, so it's just I relate.
I got to watch that one. Me,
Me too.
go to movie National Lampoon's Vacation probably, and then
Another
for
one.
for TV, of course, the spinoff from Sanford and Son, Grady. You that I'm sporting today. A
Oh,
lot of
that's a good
questions.
Grady shirt.
Yeah, you don't see enough Grady merchandise. Thoughts on the Triumph Tour announcement? I really have no thoughts. I've heard, though, it is the 3 members of Triumph joined by Todd Kearns and Brent Fitz, who are talented Canadians. Uh, but I'm not a Triumph fan. I saw Rick Emmett in Mexico. It wasn't triumphant to me. Not that it was bad. I missed the one song too. He opens with the only song that anyone knows, "Lay It on the Line," and he was doing this like story. He would play a song acoustic, and then Eddie Trunk would sit on a stool next to him, and they looked like they were doing a duet. And while Rick would play a song, Eddie Trunk would just lovingly look at him, and it was really hard to. I have pictures. I'll send you some because
Was,
you.
was Eddie Trunk wearing jean shorts?
I can't remember. Probably. I'm going to send you the pictures, but it was awkward to be there watching him smile. I would get up and walk off and then come back, but he just looked at him so lovingly, and it looked like they were going to break into Simon and Garfunkel songs if Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley's kids hadn't already done that. So anyway, but look, nothing against Triumph. They're probably great. I just don't know it enough. Do you two have any favorite Christmas songs? That's a good question. My answer
Um,
changes a lot.
there's a bunch of cool rock and roll Christmas songs, um, and classic Christmas songs. Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer was a favorite of mine when I was a child. When I was a
Can't go
child,
wrong.
I loved that one. The original Frosty the Snowman. Today we were getting lunch, and up on the housetop, na na na, down comes good old. And I'm singing the words of this, and she's looking at me like, "What in the are you singing?" I'm like, "You don't know this?" She said, "I've never heard this in my life."
You've got to be kidding me.
She goes, "I've never heard this song," and I
How is
was
that
like,
possible? You know something like pop like that she
"She
doesn't?
didn't." I knew all the words, and she was just like, "Weird." She goes, "I've never heard that song." She goes, "I hate Christmas," and I went, "Well, I love you," because
Well, that's why you guys are good together. But um,
yeah,
that's why you guys would not be at the Mariah Carey concert tonight with me.
yeah.
But do you sing it inappropriately like I do? Because I sing it with "Up on the Rooftop, Sucking." Here comes with his big fat.
Not that one. I was in the public, so I was just sticking to the correct words. I didn't really know all the words, so I was sort of freestyling.
Yeah, well, that's all right. It's Christmas.
Ho ho
Um,
ho, who wouldn't know? Ho ho ho, who wouldn't go up on the housetop? I even did that, and like somebody turned around and looked at me. I was like, "Mind your business.
it's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Mind your business."
Um, I was going to save this for another show, but I'll talk about it briefly, and then I got to get the hell out of here. There's a radio host named Delilah. Are you familiar with Delilah?
Don't she the lead singer of LA Guns for a few minutes?
She did that. She did that too. She's sort of religious. She's had an interesting life on syndicated radio forever, but here in Vegas, she comes on a channel called Sunny 106.5, and I have to listen to it in the car. And she'll play Christmas music, but she has a thing called Delilah's Dilemma. And somebody will write in with a problem. And the problem always kind of goes like this. Uh, I've been dating this guy now for about 3 years. And I seen on his phone, he's been having relations with the milkman and the mailman. And then Delilah goes, "Oh my goodness. And you're still together. well, it's hard to tear love apart. And then she'll always is supposed to give them advice, but the advice always ends with a Christmas song. But I believe that the show is syndicated because the song never matches the sentiment of what's happening. Someone will call in and be in a really dangerous place. I'm standing on top of the chair with the rope, and I think it might be time. And then Delilah will go, well, this one's for you. And then that would be like, have a holly jolly Christmas. And then you could just hear the chair go over. But the other one is the other day, it was this whole thing about cheating, and they're always about cheating, or I got an STD from, and then all of a sudden it was a Band-Aid. Do they know it's Christmas? How does that? How does starving children in Africa have to do with it? But that is one of my favorite all-time Christmas songs because it is so ridiculous. There won't be snow in Africa this Christmas. Oh, no shit. And then to follow it up by just be glad it's not you. The moral of the story is celebrate that Christmas, eat your goose, decorate your tree, and just be glad you're not starving in Africa because that's what could happen.
Didn't Bon Jovi do a Christmas album a long time ago?
He has a cover of "Please Come Home for Christmas" that sounds
Okay,
exactly.
I think my mom used to. She had like a little playlist she used to play in the kitchen, and it was like she'd hear Bon Jovi goes, love that voice, and Alabama had like some Christmas albums. If you guys are
Mhm.
familiar with Alabama,
Sure, I remember.
They're like the Bee Gees of country.
He Bon Jovi sang. He did a cover of "Please Come Home for Christmas." It sounds a lot like the Eagles version, which is probably the most. Delilah's been around for many years. I'm 65, and I listened to her back when I was 25. Yeah, I don't know.
That's not the girl from L.A. Guns.
Oh, hold on. Blueberry Bright wants to school us. Did you, did you see this one?
I did not.
Jason, you and Wednesday 13 need older girlfriends close to your age, not the ones that are 21 and under. Are you dating 21 and under? I had no idea.
I'm not.
Me neither.
I refuse to date 21 and under.
My domestic partner has a doctorate and is a lawyer. So,
yeah.
In fact, she might be over the hill. Some would say. Yeah, but
my
anyway.
girlfriend won't let me have a younger girlfriend. So, no.
That's the line of the night. Yeah. Do the kids even care that it's Christmas, and do they even celebrate? I don't think they celebrate. I think they'd like some figgy pudding. I think they'd like that, but I don't think Bob Geldof is delivering it. You didn't block that guy, did you? Okay, good.
Bob Geldof?
Yeah. Remember Bob
Someone told me
Geldof?
they was at a Bob Geldof concert and he pointed at them and yelled at them because they had a Murder Doll shirt on. They swear to it. And I went, are you serious? And I'm like, why would you lie to me about something like that?
Bob Geldof didn't like it?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was like, why are you like he started giving her shit for having it at his concert. So I don't know. Maybe he heard the stir of the Murder Dolls back then. We made a little stir there in the UK.
Mm-hmm. He's got a little bit of a bad reputation, Bob Geldof. He was with Michael Hutchins' ex-wife when Michael Hutchins passed, and and some other problems. And then, of course, see, someone's saying it right here. He's responsible for Michael Hutchins.
Well, I did not know that. Well, you know what? I'm glad that girl wore that shirt.
Mm-hmm. She showed him. Another thing about Bob Geldof is he doesn't like Mondays. If you remember that song. I don't like Monday.
Well, apparently, he doesn't like Wednesdays.
Well, then he's only got 5 days in the week.
He's just going through the day. He's got it. That's his problem, not mine.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the Beatles or is it Paul McCartney who does the Christmas song? The pound 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 pound.
Wings.
It's Wings.
Yeah, McCartney. I think it's McCartney and Wings, or it's just McCartney.
You know what? I have to say I like that song when it comes on. If I'm in the grocery store, it comes on. I kind of want to shop a little bit more.
It's a fun one.
It's a fun one, and it's also fun because it's a pound pound. It kind of reminds me of Chevy Chase on Caddyshack when he's And
I
then
never thought about that.
it's
Yes.
kind of got the Chevy Chase sort of,
Hmm.
you know. And speaking of Chevy Chase, how cool was the Paul Simon video where he lip synced back in the day, and we're too dumb to realize that that wasn't really him singing. We all thought Chevy Chase had a badass voice and a song.
I could say the same about the concert I'm going to see tonight. Um,
Yeah,
completely lip sync, but yeah, no, Chevy was great. He had those. He had moves, and he danced, and he bongoed, and there's a
yeah.
documentary about Chevy coming out on New Year's on
I
CNN.
saw, I
Probably going to be a
saw.
little depressing because he was not known to be the nicest person, and he's in declining health now. I mean, luckily he's out doing things, but um, I'm glad I met him. Good or bad, I'm glad I met him. As time goes, you remember your youth. You and I do it constantly, thinking back. And there's Chevy Chase and Bill Murray, and these, as far as comedy goes, Dan Aykroyd. It was nothing like it.
There's nothing like I just all I watch is old stuff. I've been watching the Naked Gun stuff, the Police Squad, and today there was a joke that they said, and I'm like, man, that's just like cutting it. It's quick. He said, tell me about it. So they show up at a scene and a guy's been killed, and Frank goes, tell me about him. He's like, well, he goes, he was married. He gets married, one child. That didn't work out for him, so he married a grown up. And you're just like, what?
The
So yeah, so basically he said he married one child, but that didn't work out. So
jokes are quick on those shows
they're
for sure.
quick. That was a quick one. And they always keep doing the cigarette. Get cigarette because yes, I know.
Yeah. Christmas special. I'm going to put that on my list of things to do because I think it would be funny if we talk about great Christmas episodes of our favorite shows because they were so ridiculous back then. They weren't always the best episode either, unfortunately. Um,
Yeah, but there were some good ones. There was some ones where, like I said, Growing Pains. That was one that comes to mind. Uh, I'm sure Different Strokes did something weird too.
I have to think back. I believe that there was a street Santa Claus, and he was begging for change, and then they let him come into the house, and then he robbed their entire house.
Yeah, that kind of always happens. Uh,
Always,
yeah,
if you let a street Santa in your house, he's robbing you.
yeah.
And you know what's funny is it might be Grady. Grady might be the Santa. It's somebody famous. It's let's see if I can find it. It's somebody of that of
Yeah,
that caliber.
Grady tried to steal Arnold and Willis. I don't think it was him. He tried to come in as their uncle and
Oh,
steal them.
different. Yeah, right. He was there, but let's see. The episode was called Santa's Helper, and
I want to say Family Ties had a pretty big Santa Claus episode similar to that too, maybe.
it sounds right. Garrett Morris, the great Garrett Morris, was
Oh,
Santa in
that's
that
that's
episode.
that's right.
Hmm. Um, all right. Well, let's see here. Dean Martin Christmas special is fantastic, by the way. If you haven't watched Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin 1967 Christmas special, you're missing out. To see these two old drunks get together and party, it's crazy. And their families are crazy. And Nancy Sinatra plays these boots with a bunch of Santa Clauses with monster faces. It can't be missed. On this day, by the way, I should point out, The Year Without a Santa Claus was released 51 years ago today. It's one of the better Rankin Bass Christmas specials, and Mickey Rooney was the voice of Santa, who was too lazy to get out of bed because he thought people didn't believe. So they had to find alternatives to go out, and Mrs. Claus was going to dress up as Santa.
You
And
know,
that
I
is
got a
the
I got a
key one.
bad introduction to Mickey Rooney. My first introduction to him was Bill because that movie was popular when I was younger.
I don't
So
know
I
if I
just
remember
saw.
this movie.
Oh, he played. Yeah, this is pre Rain Man. He's like You know when they on Tropic Thunder when they say you never go full retard.
I don't think you can say that anymore unless you're the
I
president.
said they say that in Tropic Thunder. I didn't say that.
Right. It's not a Wednesday.
And they refer to all the movies where people played had Rain Man, whenever Sean Penn did the one he did where he was kind of
I Am Sam.
I am Sam, uh but
Well, Rain
apparently
Man was Dustin Hoffman.
yes, he didn't go full. There's a whole conversation about it. It's pretty amazing how he
Mhm.
said all the guys that went fully retarded, but that's what he says, they didn't win an Oscar. But I believe Mickey Rooney did win an Oscar for Bill. So uh, take that and take it back to the.
If YouTube tried to take away my monetization because we use the R word,
Now
don't you think I have a legal case saying the president did it? Where's my lawyer? Hello? Uh,
I'm quoting straight from the movie Tropic Thunder, which is on TV constantly. Now they're letting that get by. I'm not making fun of
right. Yeah.
anybody's disabilities or anything, but these are movies where people pretended to have disabilities.
Also, we're talking about a different time, which seems to
A,
be the
di- a
answer to
different,
everything.
yes. Bill with Mickey Rooney was like late 70s. What about the movie with Audrey from Christmas Vacation?
Julia Lewis?
Juliette Lewis, where she and the other guy, where they both pretend that they have disabilities, and there's a movie where they date. It's a whole thing
Yeah,
where
it sounds familiar. Yeah. I think as long as you don't use the hard R in modern terms,
oh,
someone said that
I'm not trying to be rude with it at all. I
The Other
forgive
Sister is the name of
forgive
that
me.
movie. The Other Sister.
Uh, yeah, the
But
other sister.
anyway, Mickey Rooney,
Yes.
for me, I saw Mickey Rooney in The Black Stallion. I think he's in that.
What?
Yeah, I
The
think
Black
so.
Stallion? He's in
I,
that?
I think so. I could be wrong. I think he's in
Huh?
it. Somebody look. But Mickey Rooney, by the way, was a legendary coxman. Did you know that?
A cocksmith?
Coxman. He banged everybody. He banged Judy Garland.
Mickey Rooney. I imagine he did. Yes.
Yeah, he was like 5 feet tall, but he was the proper height to just bang everyone in Hollywood.
And I heard
Uh,
him and Robin used to tag team.
I believe it. Yeah, no, Mickey Rooney, he got around, but he was voice of Santa Claus. That was our introduction to the Heat Miser and the Snow Miser, and that was a big moment in Christmas history. And that was 51 years ago today. I'm going to go make a little Christmas history right now. I'm going to watch a middle-aged woman lip sync an entire performance to a Christmas performance while they rain snow on my head. I can't wait. I wish you were there Wednesday.
It sounds like fun. I want to go to dinner,
Mm-hmm.
and if I feel
What are you
like it, I
having?
might. I don't know yet. I might have myself a steak somewhere. I don't
That
know.
sounds nice.
I might have some Parmesan crusted chicken with a side of potatoes and chocolate cake.
Hold
I just
on.
don't know.
Someone mentions Laverne and Shirley Christmas episode. It's incredible, and it kind of they go to a mental hospital and they do a talent show in the mental hospital with Lenny and Squiggy, and they think the people in the mental hospital are trying to stalk Laverne and Shirley. That's a good one. We'll save it for the show.
Hmm.
But yeah, you sound like you that this is what happens. You could do what you want. No one can tell you what to do. You could go have whatever you want for dinner, as long as it's not a hamburger.
Yeah, she's off tonight, so we're gonna go have dinner. I've showered. I'm dressed. It's hard to get me out of the house.
I know.
You know, I
Even
haven't.
I
This is my
know.
first time going out. I come home from tour and I just sort of I crash,
Mm-hmm.
just crash down.
Hold on. I'm enjoying this live on my 49th birthday. You're younger than a year without Santa. I'm glad you enjoyed that video. Pool time with Ron. Happy birthday, Ron. And all right, well, I better get
Happy
out of here.
birthday.
These fans at these Mariah concerts get crazy. I got. All right. Check out
Mickey Rooney
official
was married 8 times. Somebody just said so.
Master of
Uh,
Trim.
yeah, go watch that movie. It's. I just said that was my first introduction. I have
Mhm.
no problem with disabilities.
Right. We have disabilities. What are you talking about?
I do.
Yeah, we all do.
I got a.
Anyway,
This is. I got a disability
go to a
here, there, everywhere.
official Wednesday13.com.
Goodbye to
Find it.
VIPs. I'm going on tour.
You gotta get those early, by the way. Don't just
Zip
try
it
to
up,
show up.
zip it up.
Time.
I haven't sold that many. I looked at the number. I'm like, that's all I've sold. That's all. That's only. That's the amount of people that want to meet me.
Go
Come
meet
on,
Wednesday
inflate my
13.
ego. Even if you don't want to come meet me, just imagine it like you're totting it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, just order a bunch of meet and greets. You don't even have to show up.
Official Wednesday 13. That's your place for VIPs. That's your place for tour dates. And we'll see you again probably next Wednesday. Thank you for watching.